First thing I'm going to do is mana draw. It says I can use one additional mana die from the source this turn. There's green, blue and white in there. Unfortunately, I don't have anything that I can activate with green or blue. So the source is not helping me, but what I can do, and is what I'm going to do, is use mana draw for its stronger effect. And play this. I'm going to grab the one white mana dice from the source. So that's the source done for me. And I'm playing it here, and it says take a mana die from the source and set it to any colour except gold. Gain 2 mana tokens of that colour. Do not re-roll this die when you return it to the source. So I'm going to grab a dice from the source now. Let's just grab one of these green ones. I'm going to set it to red. And that means I can grab 2 red mana tokens. Remember, I can play any of these special effects during combat. I'm not sure if I've ever clarified any of these, but the rest of my cards, they all have these crossed swords, so they're all playable during combat, with the exception of the Golden Grail, which has the healing symbol. You can't play healing cards during combat, but anything with the special or the combat, we're good. Alright, so all these cards now, except for Golden Grail, which I might play sideways. Depends how I do. I could use it for healing, obviously, at the end, if I don't completely kill Volcair, but everything else is good to go. Alright, next we move into the ranged and siege phase of the combat, and none of these enemies are fortified, with the exception of this one has the fortified symbol, as does this one. But I can do something about that, this guy actually, which is one of the hardest ones to beat. What I want to do is try and take down as many of these big guys as I can during the ranged siege attack. So let's see what we can do. The first thing I'm going to do is play Expose. Charge this as one of these white crystals from my inventory. And it says target enemy loses all fortifications and resistances this combat and gives me ranged attack 2. What I'm going to do, let's play this. Let's place this over here. Grab this Autumn Guardsman, because that's the guy I'm targeting. So he loses all his fortifications and resistances. So these go, that leaves him with 7 armour, and we've already reduced that by 2 with this ranged attack. So I need ranged attack 5 now to finish him off, and I'm going to do that with my fireball, and I'm going to grab one of these red mana tokens, and that's giving me ranged fire attack 5, so that's ranged attack 7. This guy's out of here. Let's pile these up and realise we've dealt with that. I'm really keen to play Whirlwind because it stops one of these guys attacking, but I haven't got enough white mana, and that's where this thing was badly timed. I'm wondering whether... Let's try this. Let's play Swift Bolt. Grab this last white crystal to give me 1 ranged attack 4. Let's activate my illusionists to get a white crystal. And play Swift Reflexes. Grab this one. That's going to give me ranged attack 3, so that's 7. Then activate my crossbowmen to get their ranged attack 2, that's 9. Let's place these over here and show that with that I've taken down this dragon with his 9 armour. Now it's Volcair's turn to attack, and we're going to play Burning Shield for Fire Block 4, charging it with this red from my inventory. I'm going to grab this other red crystal and activate my Guardian Golems, and that gives me Fire Block 8. And it's pretty nasty, but see this guy here, He's got swiftness, and only fire or cold fire attacks are efficient, so I needed 8 fire block to block this thing, but it's worth it, because now I've blocked that at least, but I'm not going to block anything else. I'm all out of cards. These guys are dead. What I've got to be careful of here is that I don't get knocked out. Let's deal with Volkair's attack first. It's got brutal and it's assassination, so I've got to take this damage, and it's 3 unblocked. So that's 6 attack. And with my armour of 3, that's 2 wounds. Okay. Now let's deal with these. This one here. It's got an attack of 3. I'm going to block that with my illusionists, I think. So they take a wound, and they're physically resistant, so that reduces the 3 down to 0, so there's no more wounds to be had. So that's that one taken care of. Let's do the next one. This is an attack of 3 as well, and I'll take care of that with my bowman. We've got an armour of 4, so no more wounds coming through there. And finally, we've got an attack of 5. And my guardian golems, they can take a wound with their physical resistance, because that reduces 5 down to 0. That's them dealt with that as well. So all my units are wounded now, and that's everything blocked and dealt with. Now it's my turn to attack. And if I can, given that I've fully blocked this dragon, its armour's only 7, not 14, so if I can generate 7, it's resistant to ice attacks. If I can hit that one, that leaves me with just some weaker enemies to attack next time. I'm certainly not going to get all of Volkair's army on this turn. So what I'm going to do, I've got 2 melee attack here, that's +2. 2 are rage, which is attack 2. So that gives me attack 4. And then, here we go, we've got Intimidate for attack 3. My reputation's already down at X, so that's fine. That's attack 7. That kills this dragon as well. Actual fact, I've got 1 red mana left, haven't I? So I can use this one to give me attack 7. That's 4 more attack. And I think with that 4 attack, I'll happily take down this guy here. There's nothing else for me to do. Okay, that ends the combat. Volkair moves back to the monastery, leaving us in the village. We don't need to retreat anywhere. Just before we finish our turn, remember I fully attended this, so I can now use any healing effects if I wish, which I'm definitely going to do. And I'm going to discard the Golden Grail, which gives me heal 6. So the Golden Grail gets destroyed. I'm not going to see this card again. But I can take 2 wounds from my hand and draw 2 cards in their place. Let's throw this one away. Get rid of these 2 wounds. Which allows me to draw 2 cards. I get Promise and Blood of Ancients. That might be good timing. I've got 4 healing left, and I'm going to use my skill as well. That gives me 6 healing. And with that 6, I can heal this one for 2, this one for 2, this one for 2. 2, 4, 6. That's all those wounds gone. And I think, what have I got here? I could even use Blood of Ancients now. Let's have a quick look in the advanced actions offer and see if there's anything worthwhile doing there. We have Ice Bolt, Training and Peaceful Moment. This one gives us influence. This one allows us to take a card from the advanced actions often put in my hand. Ice Bolt gives us a blue or range attack 3. I think I'm going to leave that there for now. Let's wrap things up. This red one goes back to the source as red because of mana draw. These are all killed. These are all used. Let's re-roll this one. It's white again, which is good. This lot gets discarded. I'm going to grab some fame. What's this one over here? That's 3 plus 7 plus 7 plus 8. That's 25 fame. We go from 39 up to 64. We've leveled up twice here. So for our first level up, we're going to move one of these over. We could even recruit another unit now if we wanted to from this village we're in. More importantly, our armour goes up to 4. Now for our second level up, we're going to grab 2 skills. And we get, this one's just like our other healing ones, a refreshing bath this is called, so we heal and get a blue crystal. And this one here is taunt, and during the block phase here we can either reduce one attack of an enemy by 1 or increase one attack of an enemy by 2 and reduce its armour by 2. So that one might be a little bit nicer, although I do like the idea of grabbing a blue crystal. But then if I'm going to do that, I might as well take this one. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take this one. This one gives me a blue crystal and a white mana token, which might be very handy for the final battle. Let's take this one. Okay, and I'll put these 2 away. And that means for my level up I'll take Ice Bolt, which is great because that's charged by blue mana and it gives me ranged ice attack 3. I'm well happy with that. Refresh the offer and we get Frost Bridge, which gives movement. So Ice Bolt goes back on my deck, but I'm going to draw now Ice Bolt to go with my other 3. Ice Bolt, Determination and Swiftness. It's Volkair's turn now, and this is where trouble might start to happen because we don't want him moving too quickly because we've got to get him. I think he's too far away anyway. There's a blue. Let's re-roll this one. Turns green. Blue's moving into this mountain. So he's only 2 spots away. Now you might say that on Volkair's turn I should be able to plunder the village, but I'm going to say that I can't because my turn order token is face down, and I already did that plundering just before the combat, so you know I think that would be a nasty ruling if I was able to plunder again. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think while my turn order token is face down I should not be able to plunder a village, and if anything I think that rule should be up on an FAQ somewhere. If it already is, let me know. Now it's my turn, but all I'll do is flip my round order token. Volkair's turn now again, and as long as we don't get a spell that's going to move him twice. It's a wound, okay, excellent. Let's re-roll this one. It's a black, and of course that means that these scouts here with the black crystal on them, being the indecisive units, have fled from the unit offer. And of course during Volkair's turn I can plunder that village. Threaten and concentration. I like the look of those. Back to my turn then, and I don't think I can afford to do anything other than move in and attack Volkair. The trouble is he's on a mountain, so I have to move over to that portal. I can't attack him while he's on a mountain because that's inaccessible. So I'm going to have to... The risk here, you see, is that another spell will come out and it's just going to be 1-2. Volkair's taking the portal. I'm going to have to move around and occupy this portal. So I want full movement. Okay, I've had a quick look. I need 4 movement, and I want to keep swiftness for its ranged attack if I can. So I'm going to use Blood of Ancients. I'm going to grab this red mana die from the source, and this says, gain a wound to your hand or discard pile. Use the stronger effect of any card from the advanced actions offer without paying its mana cost, but the card remains in the offer. So I'll take a wound, and the effect I want to use is Frostbite, and it gives me move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 back in the portal. I did consider trying to grab another unit from the village, but my concern is if I did that, I've basically, I'm potentially throwing the game, because if Volker moves in here, that's it, I'm done. Just before I end, I'm going to grab a white mana crystal. That goes to my inventory. I've got a green and a white in there now, and I get to heal this wound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 cards, so I'm not drawing anymore. So we roll this one, hoping for a red. No, it's a green. That was the only thing I didn't like about that move, was using that red mana. Volker's turn, and it's a white one. So we re-roll this, and I put 4 greens in the sword. No, it's a black. Okay, I've lost a mana die. And Volker is moving right up next to me. My turn now. I don't know, maybe I could have recruited those units, because even if Volker gets to the portal, you still have a chance to take him out before he moves again. If he moves again whilst on the portal, that's when he wins. So I might have just been able to do it, but it would have been tight. Anyway, this time I just need to hit him for move 2, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to attack him. We're going for it now. I'm playing 2 cards sideways for move 2. Volker is here on these grassland. I'm gonna move in there and assault Volker. Let's roll his dice and see what kind of attack he gets. It's green, which is brutal, assassination and poison. Now let's see what we can do.